My friends, what's going on, guys? My name is Kai. Welcome to the Sober Living channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. What I love to do on this channel is just give tips, hope, and advice to anybody out there suffering from an active addiction, letting them know that there is hope, there is help, and there is a path to recovery. If you want to help me reach more people, please consider subscribing to my channel. Guys, I am feeling a lot better. If anybody out there was worried about me, I really appreciate the kind words that you sent to me. They really meant a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Basically, I was just feeling really down on myself. I had thought that I had screwed everything up with something and ruined everything, and all I needed was just a little pick-me-up, and I felt a lot better, you know? What I tend to do a lot of the time is beat myself up a little bit too much. I find that if I make the smallest mistake, I end up thinking that it's a huge deal. So I'm going to try my best to not do that in the future. Either way, guys, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my experience celebrating the holidays in rehab. And I want to also say very happy holidays to my friends in Canada who are celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. Canadian Thanksgiving is tomorrow in Canada. And I just want to say thanks. I'm thankful for you guys, and I want you guys to be safe. And remember, if everything is getting rambunctious at your house, there's no problem with taking a step outside, taking a break. There's no problem with taking your recovery seriously and just taking a step outside. Nothing wrong with that. I used to have a very large family, and we used to have big get-togethers of like 12 plus people. And I remember when I was young how crazy Thanksgiving and Christmas used to be. And everybody would be drinking, and I can just imagine that it must be a very hard time for everybody. And just be safe out there, and remember that your health comes first, and that's about it, guys. I did a video a couple days ago on some tips on surviving the holidays sober. If that interests you, I will link that in this video here. Guys, so I want to talk to you about my experience with the holidays in rehab. So when you're in rehab, they celebrate the holidays, but it's kind of depressing because you still can't leave, right? So for example, they'll still decorate the walls and everything, but it's really not that big of a deal. Your normal programming continues. You don't get a day off or anything. You're still doing all of your normal stuff. And one thing that I was really disappointed with was we never got any turkey and stuffing on Thanksgiving. And I thought that was crazy, because the food that we got at the rehab facility was actually really good, you know. It was a private rehab facility, so it wasn't just like hospital cafeteria food. It was actually prepared by cooks, and it was very good food. So I was so confused that when they brought up dinner, there wasn't any turkey there. Now, this was at a time where I was still being monitored for my eating. So if anybody out there is new to the channel, I also, I'm not just a recovering alcoholic. I also have an eating disorder. I suffer from bulimia. I'm doing much better with it now. But when I was in the hospital, I was getting help with that. I was also in the eating disorder program. So while I was there for the first couple weeks, they would monitor my meals. So I wouldn't eat in the cafeteria with everybody else. I would eat in my room, and after I was finished eating, I would talk, and I would have a one-on-one with a counselor. So when they brought up the meals, I was like, oh, I'm so looking forward to turkey. I'm so looking forward to turkey. And I opened it, and it was like salmon and like kale salad. And my heart, man, my heart dropped, and I was like, I think that I got somebody's pescatarian meal. Like, this can't possibly be my meal. And they're like, no, that's what's for dinner tonight. Fish and kale. So, I was like, well, I don't want fish and kale, it's Thanksgiving. And the problem was, because I was in that program, I basically had to eat my dinner because I was on a program of eating at a certain time and getting certain nutrition. So I'll never forget that meal. I'll never forget it because it was just so sad. And I remember, because I had to report how I felt to the nurse afterwards when I talked to her. So she said, like, how did you feel while you were eating that food? And I just said, I want the damn turkey so bad. I know there's must be turkey in the cafeteria and you're bringing me this. So I never found out if there was turkey, but either way, I didn't get to experience Thanksgiving last year with my family. And unfortunately, it turns out that last year would have been the last Thanksgiving I would have been able to spend with my family because my Oma passed away this year, which really, really sucks. But, you know, I've never cried about it because I'm glad that she's in heaven. That's what I believe. I believe that she's my guardian angel, so I don't believe that I have anything to be sad about. I think she's exalted, and I love her very much. And again, she was the one who sent me to rehab, and she was not a rich person. So for her to send me there was a big hit for her. So thank you again, Oma. I appreciate you. But what I'm trying to say is the last Thanksgiving would have been the last Thanksgiving that I could have spent with my family because my Oma was really the glue that held my family together because after my mother passed away, my Oma was basically the last person that held the family together. Without my Oma, there's no real reason for everybody to get together, which kind of sucks. So now, this Thanksgiving, unfortunately, I'm spending it kind of alone. I'd love to spend it with my partner, but she's doing stuff. My dad and his girlfriend, they're doing stuff. My sister and her boyfriend, they're doing stuff. So I'm going to spend it with my roommate, and we got one of those. Actually, I think I have it here. This is what we got. We got one of those butterball single roasts, like a turkey breast roast. So we're gonna have the roast is in the freezer. It's not in my room, but we're gonna have that, and we're just gonna have a chill Thanksgiving together, and probably watch maybe some Charlie Brown or some Thanksgiving movies. So that was it. Rehab Thanksgiving really sucked, and I'm really looking forward to this Thanksgiving. One thing that I absolutely love to do on Thanksgiving, I've done it ever since I was a little kid, is I play the video game Castlevania 64 for the Nintendo 64. I play that and I beat the entire game while the turkey is cooking. That's my like Thanksgiving tradition. So I'm gonna do that. I'm looking forward to it. I had to rebuy the game because I sold it years ago, and it's much more expensive now, but either way. Guys, I just wanted to let you know how my experience was in rehab. I want to say again, I'm feeling much better. Thank you again so much for the kind words. It really means a lot to me. I have my notifications on my YouTube, so the moment that you guys send a comment, I see it. And when I'm having a hard day and I see like stay strong, and it means the world to me, you know, because just a year and a half ago, I did not have that at all. So thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, have a happy and safe Thanksgiving in Canada. You guys in America still have a long time for Thanksgiving, and to all of my viewers around the world, I hope you have a nice meal tomorrow, regardless of where you are or what you're celebrating. Guys, remember, please stay safe. Wherever you are in the whole wide world, please stay safe. Remember too, I just want to reiterate something. I am not against drinking. I am not against it. I think that if you are a responsible adult and you don't have a problem with it and you can use it responsibly, I think that's great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with an adult enjoying an adult beverage. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just here for the people that are struggling, who feel that they're having a problem with it. If there's anybody out there who's feeling like that, my content is for you. If you have any family members that are maybe struggling with addiction, or maybe they need to see somebody like myself instead of like a professional counselor looking person, share my videos with them. You know, all I want to do here is help. I'm not trying to get famous or anything. I really just want to help people. So guys, wherever you are in the whole wide world, please stay safe, please stay sober, and if you're not staying sober, that's totally cool. Just have a ride home. Remember, every one of your friends wants you to wake up tomorrow, and your parents love you. Alright guys? Bye guys. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye guys.